Hi there, this is Gordon from Let's Go Travel Tips. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the Los Angeles area because we had some people talking about wanting to visit there before they hopped on a cruise that was leaving out of the port of Los Angeles. And so, being that I was born in Pasadena and raised in the Los Angeles area and spent my youth there, I felt qualified in order to tell you a bit about it. So, let me click on this. Again, we're happy to have you with us, and I will get started here. Well, for those people that are coming to Los Angeles or the Southern California area to embark on a cruise out of the Port of Los Angeles or out of Port of Long Beach, you most likely will fly into the Los Angeles International Airport. There's also a couple of other airports in Long Beach, out in Ontario, down in Orange County, and up in Burbank area. But most likely, you'll come into the Los Angeles International Airport and embark from there. We had a viewer, one of the members of our family, who, not our direct family, but of Let's Go Travel Tips family, who talked about asking questions of staying in the area and what to see. And so I thought I'd take off on that and show you. They were going to be staying up in the Fairfax district, which is up here near Beverly Hills, and they were going to just not have a car but use the hop on hop off bus. And I looked at the route for that bus, and it covers this area here. um, and so again, the Fairfax district is this portion of Beverly Hills and so on, La Brea. In fact, there you see Fairfax. And so this is between downtown Los Angeles in this area and Santa Monica out here at the beach on the coast. So if you were to do the same thing, Hollywood Hills right through here, Hollywood, Sunset Boulevard, very iconic attractions and places to see here in the Los Angeles area. If you took that same hop on hop off bus, it would pretty much circle around through here. One of the stops being this Los Angeles County Museum of Art, which is also adjacent to the La Brea Tar Pits, where they have had some digs in the tar pits for ancient archaeological finds, the saber-toothed tiger, mammoth, elephant type animals, and so on. Also in this same area, like I said, there's Hollywood, there's Beverly Hills. The hop on, hop off bus takes you down past the University of California, UCLA, also into Brentwood, very exclusive neighborhood, and on out to the Santa Monica Pier and Santa Monica Beach. And if you watch any of the beach type TV shows or anything, you'll see a lot of these places are shown. You'll recognize them from some of the shows. But we like to think about things to see in Los Angeles that have to do with a lot of history or culture, museums and such. So let me start near downtown Los Angeles, and I'm going to switch this to a satellite view, so you can see some of these things as we zoom in better. And the first street that was ever made in Los Angeles is Olvera Street. This is a very iconic place to visit. It's Mexican in heritage, of course, and so there's some Mexican restaurants. And uh, again, this is where the original, they call it the Pueblo of Los Angeles, the beginnings of it. So that's right here, right across the street from Union Station, which is a functioning rail station, still functions today. Um, Funny story about Union Station. When my parents were dating, right after World War II, they said they used to go down to Union Station and stand on the platform and kiss as if one of them was going to go say goodbye. I guess that was good excuse as any. right north of Union Station here on Alameda is Felipe the Original. This is a French dip roast beef sandwich shop that has been here since the early 1900s. I've been there quite a few times. A little bit further north, you get into Chinatown. Lots of if you want to see ducks hanging in the windows of the shops there, that's where Chinatown is. Lots of other iconic areas down here. There's Cathedral of Our Lady of the Angels. There's on Hope Street, or I'm sorry, Hill Street. There's a monument to some of the original people the pioneers that came here and helped establish Los Angeles. Um, there is the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion and the Music Center, where you can. Well, we saw Phantom of the Opera there. Um, this is Los Angeles City Hall, very iconic building right here. So that's right downtown. Now, just east of downtown is Little Tokyo, and hotels and shops that are very Japanese. A little further south of downtown, you'll get into the financial district, which is over here to the side, just slightly west of downtown. The Westin Bonaventure Hotel, an iconic hotel with 5 towers. Um, been there quite a few times. It's a fun place. This building here used to be the First Interstate Bank building. I think it's Wells Fargo now, but it is the largest. It's the tallest building in Los Angeles, standing at about 70. I think it's 71 stories tall. Uh, they have, as you get further south, here's the Staples Center and the Convention Center of Los Angeles. And then over here, just further on, you've got the Flower District, which is where the floral stuff is. But down here, you have the Fashion District. And if you can get yourself down there, you can find some pretty good finds of clothing at good prices. Just north of Los Angeles, downtown, is Dodger Stadium. Again, iconic location. Uh, palm trees, definitely. You'll notice this freeway that starts to wind. Many of these you can tell they wind a bit, but not near as much as this little guy. This is the Arroyo Seiko Parkway freeway. This is the first freeway in Los Angeles, actually the first freeway in the United States. Originally named the Pasadena Freeway because it ends up in Pasadena. But just a fun one to drive on. The exits and on ramps, not very long. That one's longer. But you can notice on this one right here, you get off and that's the end, and you get on and there you go. So it's definitely a thrill, something you need to do. Um, as you go up the Arroyo Seco here, it continues on into Pasadena itself. Up here further, here's downtown Pasadena. Let me back out here just a little bit. Of course, where the Rose Parade is held. Here's the Rose Bowl, again off the Arroyo Seco. And so that's where the Rose Bowl games are held. Right over here, also near there, is the Gamble House, which was used in um, Back to the Future for Doc Brown's house in the original Back to the Future. So you got the Pasadena Convention Center. Here's Colorado Boulevard running up and down where is Colorado? It's where the Rose Parade is held. Okay, right up along here, Colorado Boulevard, right there. On this end of it is the Norton Simon Museum. And the Norton Simon Museum is a wonderful museum to see. Lots of good collections there. So I'd highly recommend that as well. If you want to go up into the mountains, just north of Pasadena is Mount Wilson Observatory. which is one of the it used to be the largest mirror observatory for quite a few years. Back out here, and we'll get towards the east quite a bit. If you go out towards Simi Valley, you get to Ronald Reagan Library, which is a wonderful place to visit. Let me back out here just a little bit, but it's out here in Simi Valley. And let me show you properly here. It's his library and the museum for his presidential library. In this white building that's here is an actual Air Force One 707, Boeing 707, that used to be the one that he rode on. Then if you go out east of Los Angeles to Yorba Linda is where Richard Nixon was born and where his library and museum are. And they're down here in the Yorba Linda area. So that would be down off of the 91 and 57 freeways. There's Yorba Linda right there. Also out in the Los Angeles area, going back, I know I'm jumping around here, but I'm trying to cover what I think you might really enjoy. One of our favorite places to visit is the Getty Center. And also out here on Malibu Beach is the Getty Villa. And both of these were built up by J. Paul Getty, who made his money with oil, the oil that was discovered in Los Angeles area. And he collected a lot of art, and so he housed the Getty and again the Getty Villa. Both of these have no entrance fee, however, $15 parking, and also you do need to have an appointment at the Getty Villa in order to get in there, just so that they don't have everybody crowding in at the same time. But both wonderful places to see. Back in Pasadena, I need to mention the Huntington Library. And this is not in Pasadena proper, but in San Marino, which is south of Pasadena a little bit. The Huntington Library is from Henry Huntington, and he built his estate here, and he also was a collector. He collected books and art, and he has a Gutenberg Bible, and one of the iconic, famous paintings that he has is the Blue Boy, and they're both here. Just a beautiful place to visit, spend a day. The gardens are incredible. There's Japanese gardens. There's some gardens that are very native to the area. Just very, very beautifully built up area. Also, back in north of Los Angeles and Hollywood, you have Griffith Observatory, which has a wonderful view out over Hollywood and the entire Los Angeles area. The Greek Theater, where I'm sure you've probably got some records from different people who have played at the Greek Theater. The Hollywood Bowl is right over here above Hollywood. So just all these things that we always hear about. Of course, amusement parks. Here's Universal Studios, and other amusement parks, of course. Let me flatten this out and get it more direct for you. If you get out towards Orange County, of course, there is Knott's Berry Farm, which is really one of the first themed amusement parks ever, which is just down the road from Disneyland. So here's Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park. That's right here. She built, Mr. Knott built it up. Walter built it with his wife's famous fried chicken. And so that was how they started. And then, of course, Walt Disney built Disneyland here in Anaheim. And from there, you can definitely go down to the beach. I'm doing a video that will talk specifically about Newport Beach area and many of the highlights there, as well as Huntington Beach, Seal Beach, back up towards Long Beach. And if you are taking a cruise out of the area, you'll come here to Los Angeles Harbor. This is actually the largest cargo harbor shipping area on the West Coast. You have the Vincent Thomas Bridge, which is a suspension bridge that spans the harbor here. And right across from it is the cruise center, where the cruise ships take off out of. So lots of nice things to see. Very well, nostalgic for me, um, but I definitely would recommend, if you have the time, to make some time to go see some of these things here in Los Angeles area. Happy to have you come along. Happy to tell you all about it. If you have any questions, post it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer them. So happy to have everyone join us here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and look forward to visiting with you again soon. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and God bless you. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.